When you hire a voice actor to do some work, what are you actually getting? Are you buying an MP3? Are you buying a WAV file? Or are you buying something else? Think of it this way. If a lawyer sends you a legal document, is that document just words, a piece of paper, a PDF file, or does its value go beyond the medium used to deliver it? When a voice actor is hired, you're not actually purchasing the file. What you're purchasing is a license to use that person and their voice to deliver a message on your behalf. The audio file is simply the vessel for doing so. It is my way of speaking to potentially millions of people on your behalf. That is where the value comes from. For a commercial voiceover, you're usually acquiring a license to use that voiceover for a specific period of time, as well as a specific distribution channel, so TV, radio, cinema, etc. For internal videos, you'll often be purchasing a license to use that work for very limited purposes. So, for example, training videos for company employees, something that will not be seen by the general public. And that is usually agreed verbally, and you typically just pay for the session time or the word count or the duration of the video or something like that. There typically isn't a usage fee that goes on top of that, at least in Europe. Instead, for video games, you'll typically be purchasing something called a buyout. And what that means is that while I, Mark Mullins, record the voice lines, when I record the voice lines and send them to the client, typically what will happen is there will be a transfer of ownership. Because I voice those lines representing a certain character, they become the voice lines of the character. And the character belongs to the game developer. They can publish videos about their video game that has the voice lines of the character, and they don't necessarily need to pay the voice actor every single time that appears online, or they do some kind of advertising. That's what a buyout is for. Specifically for video games, though, that I would say is really more of an exception than the rule, because most other voiceover works, it doesn't work like that. You will need a usage license, because most of the voiceover that I do is with me as the performer, the voice lines belonging to me. I simply provide you with a license to use my voice and me to say the words in a way that has been agreed upon or has been directed. But more often than not, you don't actually own the contents to the audio file. Even though you have the audio file on your computer, you've simply been authorized to use it for specific reasons.